Welcome to Marlins Way, where we find Lone Depot Park. Interleague baseball on MLB The Show. It's the Seattle Mariners taking on the Miami Marlins. We have an absolute treat on tap today as two of the game's best pitchers go head-to-head, Singy.
Yeah, and when these two are on, it's nothing short of electric, Boog. Neither of them likes to give an inch. Fierce competitors that have been dominant all season long. Will be a legit pitching duel in this one.
First pitch coming your way next. About to get started here, and on the hill in this one, Braxton Garrett. And Singy, he likes pitching at home.
Well, truly for him, there is no place like home. He's been so dominant here, and as a teammate, you expect him when pitching at home this year to go out and dominate just as he has. The fans expect it, and I think everyone around here knows that he's a good pitcher. Even though we don't see the same splits on the road, we're going to start to see that translate as well.
That one down the line, and foul ball. Inside, and a count now even up. Knocks that one away, and we'll do it again. Hit on the ground to short. Castro slings to first. One out in the top of the first. And now we check out the Mariners lineup. Well, this team has been winning a lot of games, and offense has been a huge part of that. Typically, you get good at bats top to bottom, Chris.
Well, this is a team that's hitting for a real high batting average, and we talk at times that hitting is contagious. Definitely seems to be the case. They've also got good approaches at the plate, and from top to bottom, hitters just aren't giving away at bats. And when you're doing that, it contributes to winning baseball.
And now 2-1.
Boog, here's a guy at the plate. I'm expecting to have a good game. He always seems to play better in road games.
Next offering upstairs. One out, base is empty. And that one wrapped foul. Ground ball right side. And he takes it himself for the out. Two outs, base is empty. And now it's Julio Rodriguez. Two outs, base is empty. Next offering is in for a strike. Stays alive. Two down, nobody on. Ripped on a line. Pulls it down, and he makes the catch. And that is that. Mariners are down in order. Now the Marlins will see what they can do. No score. You're watching Major League Baseball on The Show. Back here with my pal Singy. Today's starting pitcher, Bryce Miller. And Chris, pitching on the road has not been particularly kind to him.
Yeah, and you don't want to be too quick to say that he can't pitch on the road. Sometimes, you know, it's just a matter of luck. It's not having a feel. Difference between the bullpen mound to the mound out there on the playing field. Don't know what it is, but I know this. He's got good enough stuff to overcome and get it done on the road as well as at home. So we'll see what he's able to do in this one.
Drilled out towards left center field. That's well struck. That one hops against the fence. Into second easily with a leadoff double.
Well, a swing like that can help you come out of the struggle. We saw the numbers coming into the ball game, but all he's trying to do at this point is help his team win.
Sal Frelick, the next up for the Marlins. Here's a rocket out to left. Makes the grab. Runner tags at second, and he's in safely at third with one out. And time now for the Marlins lineup. One guy swinging a hot bat recently, Willie Castro.
Well, he's an important part of this lineup for sure. I mean, there's no doubt about it, Boog. It's somebody that they try to feed off of. He does a lot of things, very well up there at the plate. He's got a presence about him, and, he's a guy that you really kind of like to watch swing the bat.
Next is the speedy first baseman, Dane Myers. On a line out towards center. And makes the grab. Runner tags from third. And they strike first as they take a 1-0 lead.
Well, he hit that one pretty well. I think he would have been a lot more than a sac fly if not for that nice play by the outfielder to track it down. Good job of getting the run in.
And at the plate for Miami, Junior Caminero. Singing when the year's over, he'll have a new career high for RBIs in a season. Line drive. No trouble here. Puts it away for the out. And that ends the inning. 1 run, 1 hit, no errors, and no one left on. Second inning coming up here in South Florida. It's the Marlins 1 and the Mariners 0. Back here in Miami, second inning set to go. And now the first baseman, Luke Raley. And there's ball 4. And that's their first base runner of the game.
Well, he tried to nibble right there and just missed his spot. Hitter didn't offer at it. Now he has somebody to worry about over at first.
Here's Ramon Laureano.
If he were an average catcher behind the plate, I'd say take second base, but this isn't a catcher you want to run on. His quick release is unreal.
That's the first fastball we've seen today. Made it look easy. Now it's Randy Arozarena. Runner takes off. That's in for a strike. And safe. It's a stolen base. Siggy, he definitely showed off the wheels there.
Yeah, and it turned out to be a bang-bang play. StatCast gives us the data, and that stolen base wasn't possible without that sprint speed.
Man at second. And foul ball.
That wasn't an easy pitch to hit. It's much easier to do damage against mistakes, but that's not what that pitch was.
Gets a piece and stays alive. Strike 3, and that's 2 in a row.
Well, there he gets the slider in on his hands, and it just eats him up. It's hard to get the bat around on a pitch like that in tight. You just feel like you're crowded on the inside part of the plate. Can't get any extension. That's one he definitely should have laid off of.
And now here is Connor Norby. Foul ball, still a 1-2 count. Man on second, 2 down. Up the middle, Lopez gets it to first, and that is that. Mariners lead 1. They're down 1-0. Back here at Lone Depot Park, bottom half of inning number 2. And now for the Marlins, Garrett Mitchell. The 1-1. Fought off foul. One and 2 here. On the ground. Oh, what a stop. That's going to be a single. Great effort on defense, but no chance to get him at first.
It doesn't really matter where you are in the lineup. Your job is to get on base and try to start a rally if you're leading off an inning. So an infield single does the job right there. Now we'll see if they can make something happen.
And it is 2-1. Nobody out. Runner at first. Right back to the mound. Could be an easy two. Goes to second for one. Over to first. Safe. Next to hit, Johan Rojas. Swing and a ground ball. Dives and he can't hang on. No throw, and he reaches safely. First and second, one out. Now it's the DH, Trey Sweeney. This one smoked, could be trouble. Rounds third, headed for the plate. One run is in. Now 2 runs score, and they lead by 3.
Nicely done. Brings home 2. Showed a willingness to drive that pitch the opposite way. Didn't get jumpy, didn't try to pull the ball. He let it get deep, took the barrel right to it, and then extended through the swing for the line drive base hit.
1 out, runner at second. Now it's the Marlins catcher, Luis Torrens. Ripped to right, base hit. Stop sign goes up at third. Runners at the corners with 1 out.
Now back, second baseman.
Back to the top of the Miami order. Here's the second baseman, Otto Lopez. That one the other way. 1 at second, and he'll keep it for just the 1.
On the mound, he's got to remember his offense can score a lot. So if he can hit the reset button from here going forward, there's still a chance that his club can win this ball game.
Sal Frelick digs in now. Outside low, and that's ball 2. Lopez, the runner at first with 2 gone. Puts it in the air out towards left center. Rodriguez on his way over, drops into the glove, and that will end the inning. 3 runs on 4 hits, no errors, and 1 left on. We played 2 full. It's the Marlins 4 and the Mariners nothing. Welcome back. Last series, the pitching was not good as we take a check of the numbers. Garrett ready to fire now. There's a swing and a drive. And in 1 hops the wall. Around first, digging for 2. Not in time. That's a leadoff double.
Well, I'm not saying that play was easy, but it was harder than it needed to be thanks to the bad jump. Those small moments can be costly.
Cal Raleigh getting ready to hit.
You know, Raleigh made history in 2023. He had a game with 2 home runs and 6 RBIs, becoming the first catcher in Mariners history to do that.
Got him. Not what you're looking for after the leadoff double. A strikeout, and there's 1 away.
He came out of his mechanics there. Typically likes to shoot the ball the other way, but that time, a little anxious.
So the batting order turns over, and stepping in is the speedy Ahmed Rosario. Ground ball right side, and it goes just foul.
Speaking of dingers, he's the second fastest to 50 home runs in Seattle history. Only A-Rod needed fewer games.
Well, Chris, through the early stages, he hasn't been very efficient in terms of the pitch count. He's going to need to get some quick outs if he's going to get deeper into this game. Castro sends it to first. 2 away. Noble Meyer is forced to the mound after the injury. He's pitching on 2 days rest. J.P. Crawford gets a chance to hit.
J.P. Crawford.
And that drops in for a strike. Runner at second, 2 down. Here in game 1 of this 3-game set. Swing and a ball lifted to center field. He's there. He's got it. And that'll do it. 1 left for Seattle. They're on the short end of a 4-0 score. And welcome back to the ballpark. Set for the bottom of the 3rd. And here's the first baseman, Dane Myers. Next offering way off the plate.
You know, these Marlins doing a good job of simply getting the bat on the ball in this game, and the numbers back that up. It's tough to remember the times they've actually swung and missed at a pitch because it really hasn't happened. They've made contact on nearly 100% of their swings.
Third baseman number 13, Junior.
And now Junior Caminero. And a 2-1 on the way. Ground ball up the middle. Whips it to first. 2 gone now.
The center fielder, Garrett Mitchell.
Here's the center fielder, Garrett Mitchell.
Boog, this guy's just a tremendously talented center fielder. Gold Glove caliber type out there. Offensively, he can do some things, but also has some streakiness as well. I think the key is just trying to find a way for him to be consistent day in and day out. He saves runs in the outfield, so that's going to buy him more time to work things out at the dish. Did a nice job getting there. Good throw, but very difficult to get anybody on that one as far as you had to go and throw.
Yeah, no question. Runner at first with 2 away. This is Willie Castro. Swung on, belted. High bounce takes it over the fence for an automatic double.
And boy, do they catch a break. Otherwise, you're looking at runners around the bases and probably a run that scores.
And here comes the Mariners manager to the mound. Pitching change coming. Bryce Miller will depart, and he's on the hook for the runners at second and third. So looking for some help there. Back in a minute. New pitcher for the Mariners, Christian Javier.
And as relievers go, he's not a big strikeout guy. He tries to force weak contact, so command and execution are huge for him.
So 2 down, Johan Rojas. The next up for the Marlins. And that one misses up and in. And that's ball 3.
Big moment in this game. 2 outs, 2 runners in scoring position, and could really break this thing wide open early.
There's a strike.
3 balls, 2 strikes.
Mitchell, the runner at third. Castro at second with 2 gone. And that one is lifted in the air. Laureano makes the grab, and the inning is over. Marlins strand a pair. They lead 4-0. And we're back as we go to the top of the 4th. And now the center fielder, Julio Rodriguez. Off the mark there. 2 and
2
1.
balls, 1 strike.
And that's a little high. And that one fouled off.
I wouldn't throw him another breaking ball. Try to go again with the fastball, slightly elevated. He just is having a hard time catching up.
Now a screamer into the outfield. Makes the catch for the out. And there's one down. Luke Raley up next for the Mariners. One down, base is empty. Swing and a miss as he was late that time.
One ball.
So far, all we've
2
seen
strikes.
in this at bat are fastballs. Look for him to slow it down right here ahead in the count.
Got him looking. Now 2 out. 2 down, base is empty. Ramon Laureano now at the plate. 2 down, nobody on. Top half of inning number 4. Swing and a ball drilled in the air towards right center field. Mitchell makes the grab, and that is that. Bottom 4. Now here's the Marlins DH, Trey Sweeney. Just
No, that's a ball.
missed. Right side, hard hit. Rosario tosses to first. And one gone to the 4th as they get the leadoff man.
Luis Torres.
Luis Torrens, the next up for the Marlins. Swing and a ground ball, and that one gets through into center field. And that turns the lineup over.
Now batting the second
Otto Lopez, the next up for the Marlins. And a base hit. And now 2 aboard. And up next for Miami, Sal Frelick. And that'll load the bases.
Almost a coin flip for the umpire in that call, but most umpires just don't want to give pitchers a break up in the zone like that.
Next is the speedy first baseman, Dane Myers. Line drive, and this might be trouble. 1 run across. 2 runs are in. Coming around third is Frelick. He scores. They clear the bases.
How about that? Clears the bases. Just a really nice approach to shoot that line drive to the opposite field. There's a lot of hard work and discipline that goes into getting a result like that at the plate. Doesn't come naturally for most hitters.
1 out, runner at second. Junior Caminero, the next to hit.
2-1.
One out and a runner at second. We're here in the bottom of the 4th. On the corner for a strike. It's 2-2. Up the middle, Rosario slings to first in time.
Now batting center fielder
Garrett Mitchell, the next up for the Marlins. Two outs. So a foul ball makes it 1-2. And he grounds one to the right side. Rosario over to first. That ends the inning, and they limit the damage. 3 runs on 3 hits, no errors, and a runner left. We're headed to the 5th. It's the Marlins 7 and the Mariners nothing. Welcome back. Let's check out what's been happening of late. Really been playing well.
The left fielder, Randy Arozarena.
Next offering is in for a strike.
Well, every pitcher wants run support, and having a lead is nice, but it can be challenging for some pitchers. I think keeping the mindset to attack instead of trying to be too fine and have too much finesse. Go after hitters and get quick outs.
Now batting, third baseman, Connor.
So a man aboard, and now for Seattle, Connor Norby. Line drive, puts it away for the out.
That swing right there tells me he's seeing the ball pretty well. I know it didn't produce a hit, but he made solid contact, and that's all you're looking to do anytime you're at the plate.
The batter now, Jorge Polanco. Man at first, 1 away. So a foul ball makes it 1-2. Hard hit, left field, base hit. Arozarena on his way to third. And they'll have runners at the corners after a 1-out single.
Wasting no time. He's 2 for 2 now on the night, and just a triple and home run away from the cycle.
Seriously, we're starting with this already. Runners on the corners with 1 gone. Cal Raleigh up next for the Mariners. That one fouled off, 2-2.
You could see he was trying to stay back long enough to handle the off-speed pitch, but just a little tardy on the fastball.
Just misses with that one. Arozarena on third. Polanco at first. 1 gone. The other way. Fair ball. 1 run is in. Runner holds at third, so just 1 across on the play.
Comes through with the RBI. I'll tell you, when you smoke a line drive into the gap like that, I mean, sure, home runs are king, but I feel like nothing makes you feel like a true professional hitter more than a bolt the other way. Could be a chance here for them to start clawing back into this ball game.
Back to the top of the Seattle order, and now it's Ahmed Rosario. Swings through that.
2 balls, 2 strikes. Oh.
The only adjustment he needs to make is his target. If you aim at the outside corner, that slider's going to end up way off the plate. Perhaps look a little more down the middle and get it right where you want it.
Swings and misses, struck him out.
Well, it can be so tough as a hitter to pull yourself out of an extended slump, one that lasts for several games, even a week or more. You know, right now, he's really in one, so I'm sure his mind is all over the place, racing, having a hard time sleeping, trying to figure out what can get him back on track, back to feeling more comfortable and settled in the box.
2-1 now, 2 aboard. Hit pretty well in the air out to center. Mitchell sizes this one up. He makes the grab, and that is that. 1 run in the inning, but they leave 2. Home half of the 5th coming up. It's the Marlins 7 and the Mariners 1. Back now to start the bottom of the 5th, and taking over on the mound, Jackson Kowar.
I think it's got to be a little tough coming in out of the pen when your guys are trailing so big on the scoreboard. Just doesn't have the same intensity to it, but he's got to find a way because these batters count the same for his stats, obviously, regardless of the score.
Ripped to third and caught.
It's never fun going back to the dugout after hitting a line drive that finds a glove, but you will get some high fives. You know, when you make great contact, you feel like you've done everything right. But in this game of baseball, not everything is in your control.
Base is empty, 1 away. Last half of inning number 5. And a swing and a miss.
Bringing the cheese on that one.
Up the middle, and it finds its way through for a hit. So a man aboard now with one away.
Now batting.
And at the plate for Miami, Trey Sweeney. Grounder might be 2. Throw to first in time.
Good fade and sinking action of that changeup. Got that hitter to roll over.
Luis Torrens, the next up for the Marlins. This is a guy who is very highly regarded defensively. Fun to watch him control stuff behind the plate. Good game caller, good at framing, but it's that big arm that really stands out. And here it comes. On the ground, right side. Throw pulls him off the bag, and he's safe.
Looked to me like he got on the side of the ball a little too much right there. Maybe a little too casual as well with the throwing motion. And when you don't stay on top of the ball and really get out front and finish with a good release point, it's very easy to lose control of it to either side.
So the lineup flips over. Now it's the Marlins leadoff hitter, Otto Lopez. Rosario on to first, and that'll do it. Back here in Miami, here's the center fielder, Julio Rodriguez. So a foul ball makes it 1-2. Oh, can't pick it up cleanly. Still able to fire over, but he beats it out. And the leadoff man is on with an infield single. So the Marlins go with a new arm, number 61.
And they felt it was time to bring on a left-handed reliever from the pen with the lefty hitter coming up. I think it's a good move. I know I never liked when opposing teams did that to me.
Rodriguez gets his lead at first. Nobody out. Right through there for a strike. And a swing and a miss. Beat him with a fastball.
Just a mid-90s challenge fastball right there. Not much to it. And I'm sure he'd love another swing at it because it was in a very hittable location. Those are the swings where you can sometimes start to question yourself as a hitter and say, how did I miss that? But, you know, it happens.
There's a strike. The Marlins up big in this one, and we're the top half of the sixth. Went back to the fastball, and it was effective.
Thought it was a pretty good pitch. Top of the strike zone. We're seeing more fastballs in that location. Hitters, especially with 2 strikes, have to be ready to pull the trigger. Well, this looks like it's going to be a wasted opportunity. It's frustrating when you get the leadoff man on, but you can't get him into scoring position. They're going to need a big knock. Try to put something up on the board.
Fights that one away. Still 1-2. Spoils a 2-strike pitch, and he'll see another.
He wanted that fastball high and tight, looking for a strikeout. Just didn't locate it very well.
And they'll do it again. Fouled off, and they'll do it again. And it's fouled off. They'll do it again. And that's too high. Grinding AB right here. About to see pitch number 10. Swing and a miss, and he chases that one in the dirt. Got him. Inning over on the strikeout. So one hit is all they get. 2, 3, 4 due up in the home half of the 6th. It's the Marlins 7 and the Mariners 1. Back here at Lone Depot Park, John Shambi with Chris Singleton in the booth, and leading off the bottom of the 6th, Sal Frelick. Line drive to short and caught.
Nothing you can do about those as a hitter. Even though you know that, they still drive you absolutely crazy.
Dane Myers, the next up for the Marlins. Swing and a ball lifted in the air. Shallow right field. Makes the grab. 2 down.
Third baseman number 13.
So now it's the 4-hole hitter, Junior Caminero. Ball to strike. Swing and a foul out of play. Back to the mound. He's got it. Tosses to first. That ends the inning. Miami down in order, and they're on top 7-1. It's a bit of a blowout now, which gives us a bit more freedom here in the booth.
I'm not sure that's a good thing.
All right, Singy, let's rewind for a second. When you heard that they were going to put a pitch clock into the game, what was your first thought?
Well, I thought that these guys were going to have a very difficult time to be able to regroup after each pitch and be ready to execute some type of plan at the plate, and even for pitchers on the mound.
Next is the DH, a switch hitter, Jorge Polanco. Headed towards the corner. Frelick running hard to get it. Flashes the leather on the running catch. Out number 2.
Well, those can be pretty fun as an outfielder. Got to put it into his highest gear and go a long way to track that one down. Nothing better than that. You feel like a wide receiver playing football.
And it's fouled away. One of the things, though, that we've seen that is kind of a thread really in every sport. These are the elite players, and so they adjust, and they a swing and a miss. That retires the side, and that'll do it. And 1, 2, 3 go the Mariners. They're down 7-1. And welcome back to the ballpark. Set for the last half of the 7th. And now the center fielder, Garrett Mitchell. To the right side, Rosario sends it to first, and they get the leadoff hitter in the 7th.
Now batting, shortstop, Willie Castro.
And now for the Marlins, Willie Castro. One down, base is empty. Up and in, and it's 2-1.
That's a good pitch there. Really had some run and finished a little up and in just on the edge. And that's one of those, if you swing at it, you hit a broken bat as you jog back to the dugout.
Base is empty, 1 away. Here at the bottom of the 7th. Right through there for a strike.
3-2.
That's a good at bat right there. He was down early in that plate appearance. Works the walk.
What a battle. It's not always easy laying off a 3-2 pitch, and I tell you what, he earned that walk.
Man at first, Johan Rojas. The next up for the Marlins. The 2-1. To short, could be two. There's one. On to first, double play, and that's the inning. No runs, no hits, no errors. 8th inning coming up. It's the Marlins 7 and the Mariners 1. New pitcher for the Marlins, Anthony Bender.
And one thing on him, he's been really good this season at keeping the ball in the park. Not an easy guy to take deep.
And foul ball. Two on the way. On the ground to first. He'll do it himself. And that's one away as the leadoff man is out in the 8th.
The batter, number 3, shortstop,
J.P. Crawford up next for the Mariners. One down, base is empty. Lined into right. Freeland makes the catch. 2 down.
Hey, man, 4 pitches, 2 outs. That is an excellent pace.
And stepping in for the Mariners, Julio Rodriguez. 2 down, nobody on. And we're at the top of the 8th. Ripped on the ground to second. And it's a 1-2-3 inning. And we're back. And now the DH, Trey Sweeney. Swing and a high fly ball out there towards left field. Nabs it. 1 away.
Now batting, the catcher,
Luis Torrens, the next up for the Marlins. Next offering is in for a strike.
Okay.
To the right side, Rosario. Throw to first in time.
the batter, number 6, second baseman,
Otto Lopez, the next up for the Marlins. The Fish up big in this one here, the bottom half of the 8th inning. Slice to right. Makes the catch, inning over. All set to start the 9th in this one. And now it's the cleanup hitter for the Mariners, Luke Raley. Here's a 1-1. He swings and fouls one off. And down on strikes. And a strikeout for the first out here in the 9th.
Well, he's going to have some thinking to do when he leaves the ballpark after this one. That was his 3rd strikeout, and this one looking, obviously, so he's been a little overmatched. He's got to find a way just to be more competitive up there at the plate.
Laureano comes up to hit. Ground ball left side. Lays out, but he can't squeeze it. The throw won't get there in time, and the defense comes away with nothing. Here's the left fielder, Randy Arozarena. Cuts on it and misses. That's a strikeout. Now only 1 out remaining.
And there's another strikeout, and those are just continuing to pile up. His confidence level has got to be dropping. He's got to find a way to make an adjustment, Booth, get back on track. His team needs him.
This could end it. Whacked out to center field. That's well struck. That's back there. And he's got it. Ball game. And the Marlins take the series opener here at home.
Well, they win the opener at home. First game of the 3-game series, and there's just such a good feeling when you're in your own ballpark, you're sleeping in your own bed, you're eating your clubhouse manager's food, everything's right in your world, and they played like it today.
And a 7-1 finish in this one. For Chris Singleton and our entire outstanding crew here at MLB The Show, I'm John Shambi saying so long.